Welcome back to another wonderful week of the afternoon sip.
Hey.
I am your boy, Vaughn, or just Vaughn.
And I am Kashana. What up with it?
Hey, y'all, what up? It's Rashad the realist. I ain't the realist. I'm just a realist. You already know what it is.
So what's going on, y'all? Welcome back. Like I said, welcome back for another week. You know, we're missing our girl, the Crystal. I think she should be back next week.
Y'all don't miss her. It's all right.
We miss her.
I mean, I don't miss her. Cause,
I miss you dearly.
Because, you know, it's fun, like, ganging up on her.
I do.
Really?
Yeah.
She ain't got no help.
She ain't got no.
I got y'all. Don't worry.
Nah.
I can handle
She
both.
got her own little square.
I don't
She
have
got
to
big
share.
headed. You get
I
all
don't-
right.
Hollywood Square, she got her own little square.
I don't have to share with mine.
That's
So
fine.
I'm
I like
enjoying
my own
the
camera
space.
time anyway.
That part.
Anyway, this week, y'all, this is one of our favorite shows to do. I think one of y'all favorite shows for us to do as well. The 4-minute Faceoff.
Hey, I love it.
You know, we
love to argue.
Basically, what we do is we put up a random topic that we have we have come together and found different screenshots of different things, and we just basically just debate about it. Go back and forth for 4 minutes. Once the buzzer goes off, we
Time
move
for
on to the
next.
next topic. It don't matter if we in the middle of a heated argument, man. We got to move on.
Got to stop it.
So, you know, I think we want to start off though with a little current, something I want to kind of talk about.
Yeah. What you got? What's on your mind? What's on your mind, Vaughn?
You know,
What's up?
man, Dallas, I don't know what y'all got going on out there, man.
I don't
But,
feel
I already
welcome
know what
anymore.
you're talking about.
this cop to kill this beautiful black queen, man, in her home while she is playing video games with her son,
8 years old, man.
8 years old.
That's a traumatic experience, bro.
Man, and it wasn't like, okay, she wasn't doing any wrong. She was at her house. Her door was open. Her neighbor called. Just like a good neighbor would do.
Yeah.
Right.
Man, like her door been open for 2 days, a day or so. I haven't seen her.
Right.
Call in
Just
a
go check on
welfare
her.
check. A welfare check is supposed to go like, hey, anybody home?
Right.
Y'all all right enough?
Anybody in there? You don't come to a welfare check with your gun
Gun
out.
drawn out.
No.
Right.
So he comes by, looks in the mirror. Look in the window, look through the blinds.
Mm-hmm.
The girl sees him.
Yeah.
So she gonna do what any single mother would
Would
do that's
do.
home at
Right.
2 o'clock in the morning.
You
She
right.
grabs her gun.
Right. As she should.
He tells her,
But you know what? The problem is, because in the initial report, he didn't see the gun. He saw a face,
okay.
and he said, "Put your hands up," then shot. It wasn't as though he didn't feel in that moment that his life was threatened because he saw a weapon.
Right.
Because he never stated he saw a weapon in his
Until
initial
they-
response.
after-
until after when they
after
cleaned it
fact.
up.
Yeah.
Right.
You know how they do.
Yeah. I'm staying out of Dallas.
Nah.
Dallas ain't got nothing
You
good.
got to worry about it.
Honestly, I feel like they say he had only been on the force for like 18 months.
Rookie.
Like, so he had been by himself for like 6 months or something like that.
Still no excuse.
I think that
trigger happy.
no. I think that just it's hard for us to train these police officers because you don't know who you're training, right?
Right.
You don't know who what that person has in their heart,
What kind of background they got?
who they
Right.
hate, who they dislike,
What their parents done taught them?
whatever, man. So when them people get on the force, of course they're trained to be a police officer, but whatever's in their heart is in their heart.
Yeah.
Fact.
If they scared, it's in their heart.
Agreed.
If they racist, it's in their heart.
Right.
So you sending these people out here on these streets to these communities where they don't even know
Yeah.
the people that they coming out to serve,
Agreed.
Right.
and they scared, man. Trigger happy. Like it's a million ways you could have handled that situation,
A
man. You had to
million.
kill that
And
lady, man.
it was sad, and I really feel sad for the family.
Right.
I feel sorry for her son that had to witness that. I mean, there's just so many ripple effects and like when they interviewed the neighbor, and he was like, what are you supposed to do when you don't trust? I mean, we been not trusting the cops,
Right.
but this man, he had it in his heart. He's like, I'm just want to make sure she was cool, make sure she was safe,
And now he got to live
and he
with
got to
that.
live with that on his heart.
He got to live with that.
That
That's
tough. That's hard.
Especially when you're being sincere.
But did y'all happen to see the interview with there was a pastor from that community, and he had his congregation with him, and he was basically on some, we not gonna take this too much longer. Eventually, we gonna retaliate with violence. You know what I'm saying? And that was from the pastor.
Oh, I said that's from the pastor.
Not the pastor y'all been talking about on Facebook. Another pastor.
Oh,
Okay,
yeah.
that's the first thing
I'm
I
tired.
thought.
I'm tired of hearing about that.
Bro,
pastor.
They're like, send me the video.
You can't scroll without seeing pastor or barbershop.
Oh
Hey.
God, they killing me.
I haven't personally seen the barbershop one. I've heard about it. I haven't seen it.
I don't care to see
I
it.
haven't seen either.
I'm over it
The
all.
pastor one is very hilarious because I don't know what you got to do to make somebody in your congregation so mad. So they be like, let me expose pastor.
You one time.
I'm gonna expose pastor.
Remember what we were talking
That's
about
dirty,
the jobs that cheat, the occupations that cheat? Remember we said
We did
the
say it.
pastors?
Pastor in the
First
pulpit.
lady embarrassed.
Listen.
Let me step down.
Oh,
Yeah,
man.
resign
Okay,
real
Down
quick.
and out.
Anyway, let's get into these subjects, man. First one up.
All right, let's go.
Let's get it.
Ooh. How often should a woman with a full-time job have to cook? Well, let's go to our resident woman. She has a full-time job. Let's see if you was in a relationship.
Yeah.
How often would you cook?
How often would you cook?
I actually enjoy cooking
Okay.
in general, so I'm probably cooking like every other day.
Every other day. Okay, so one day you cook, then you got leftovers the next day. So let's say this is you single, of course, but let's say you are living full-time with your mate, husband or boyfriend, and, you know, let's just say hypothetically in this situation. He gets home before you do. A good 2 hours. You get home at 7, he get home at 5.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So you still coming home and cooking?
Yeah, why not?
Why not? Okay.
Simply
Got a good one over
because,
there.
I mean, well, what if he doesn't know how to cook? I might not want him to cook. I might be like, babe,
That's me.
you want us to be together? Don't you ever cook. Let me do the
Wow.
cooking. That could be the
The
situation.
effort,
I mean,
what happened to
listen.
thought?
Cause-
The thought counts.
Hold on. I can't cook good. I can cook, but I wouldn't like serve it to nobody. Like I'll eat it, but I ain't gonna be like, here you go, babe. Like no.
Yeah.
How many times should? Let me see. I'm gonna say
Let's not put a
maybe.
number.
I'm gonna say maybe a good 3 times a week.
Right.
3 times a week.
I say like maybe like Monday, Wednesday, Friday, or
Okay.
like
Saturday, eat out.
Tuesday, Thursday,
Yeah.
Saturday.
Okay.
You know, we can grill on Saturday or something. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Just
Okay.
something.
Gotta be
Me,
a routine.
I don't really care. As long as I eat.
As long as you eat.
Long as I eat.
eat.
I don't give
don't
a
give a
damn if
piece
you
of
bring
everything.
home. You
Right.
can bring home Wingstop every night. I'm gonna be like, good job, girl. Good job.
My mom was always real big on don't let a man be hungry. So part of it is like instilled and traditional. Like no matter what type of day, my dad was always home before my mom for the most part, but my mom always came in and cooked. Like that's what I seen.
Really?
Yeah, she always cooked. We weren't eating no
She just
McDonald's.
said she better cook every day.
Right. On a Friday, we made fish fried. You know,
Okay.
Pizza Hutted or whatever. But otherwise, like my mama cook like on a regular.
Really?
Yeah, she's like, don't let a man be hungry. So I'm gonna listen to mama.
Me personally, I like to cook. I don't really care who cooks, but I know me personally, like if I got an idea in my mind, like man, I want to make this, I'm a cook. Sometimes me and my wife will actually fight over who's cooking. Because
that's not a bad
that
fight.
ain't a bad. No, it ain't bad at all. But she'll be like, I
gonna
want to
win that one every time. Dog. Every time.
You be fake Karen.
Oh, baby. All right, go ahead.
Nah, but me personally, I spoil my women.
Go ahead, man.
Yeah, so you know what I'm saying? I know she been at work and she had a long day. I'm not gonna make her come home and cook. That just ain't me. Can't do
Right.
it. I like to spoil my women.
Well, you a real one then, man. Cause listen, I pick something up on the way home. What? I pick
You're
something up,
funny.
man. I can't cook.
I mean, I respect that. The man said he
Yeah.
can't cook though. He admitted his faults, man.
Hey, at least I'm honest up front.
Yeah.
But
In
if
that case, I would rather definitely cook.
But
Like,
if my woman had been working like a lot, like long hours, and she like, it ain't no big deal to me. She ain't got to come home and cook, man. Like we can, like you said, we can order something out. It's too easy now. You got
Right.
DoorDash,
DoorDash.
Uber Eats.
What?
DoorDash. What's the other one?
I refuse. I'm sorry.
all
I ain't
of
never Uber Eated or DoorDash.
Are you serious? I'm a
that's
prime
lazy.
time member.
That's lazy. Nah,
No,
man.
no,
You
that's
get out-
not.
That is laziness.
That's called, I'm a convenience type of person.
That's the
y'all.
problem. You're
Like,
Leo. You
no.
lazy.
But you pay for
Oh,
convenience.
Leo
though.
lazy?
Lazy cat.
Please
Just
stop.
lay up and
I'm a convenience. If I literally don't have to leave my house for a week, well, like seriously, like I'm saying, if DoorDash was the option, guess what? DoorDash it is.
I mean, because sometimes you be wanting something that you might can't cook. You know what I'm saying? Like
Right.
I can't make lemon pepper wings like Wingstop. You know what I'm saying? So if I have a taste for some Wingstop lemon pepper wings,
Right.
I'm going to get Wingstop. I'm not gonna be like, let me go in here and try to.
Do you know how many like drunk Uno nights?
Got them? Hey,
Hey,
Okay,
Wingstop, boom,
Wingstop.
on delivery.
just like that.
I'm just going to the garage and grabbing it, boom.
I don't know.
Thank
I'm whipping it up
you.
myself.
You could DoorDash your Frisco's, Raw
She
sushi,
knows.
PF Chang,
Honey, they got raw sushi on
vegan
DoorDash,
restaurants.
bro.
Yeah,
Yes.
man, anything.
But I need my
Yeah.
sushi like fresh. Like, God.
What? That is fresh. They be like a dasher picking up. Like, yes.
Dash.
Like, it's, you know,
Every
what's
day at
up.
work, what we do, we eat DoorDash, Uber Eats,
do it.
whatever,
You're
man.
tripping.
Yeah,
It is.
Grubhub,
Girl, all that.
all that,
Nah,
man.
can't do it. I'm
They
old
all,
school. I'm
look,
old
you,
school.
you gotta have all three because
I like
they all three got different restaurants.
Restaurant.
Yeah, they all don't have the same one, man.
It's
So,
convenient for, you know, those in between days. It definitely helps.
so we agree, 3 to 4 times a week.
I mean, honestly, my woman cooks less than I do. So
Okay,
how often do you
so
cook?
how often do you cook?
honestly, I prefer to cook like 5 times, 6 times a week.
So you cooking every day, basically.
Yeah.
Man, boy, I tell you.
I'm good like 3 to 4 days.
Nah, man, I'm good with you can cook for me.
I want my woman to feel spoiled.
Honestly,
That's me.
yeah.
My woman gonna feel spoiled when she with me.
All right.
Well, I mean, she can feel spoiled. I'm gonna give her the option of, do you want to eat out? What you want to eat out? It's your world, big girl. What you want?
He said,
Big
"Baby, what you
girl."
want?" He's like, you want
Look,
crab legs?
Vaughn
It's a-
likes the biggins.
Look, no. All right, next topic, man.
What we got? Let's see what's up next. Go
Let me
ahead.
read this
Ooh,
one.
that's a good one.
Okay, what are your thoughts on this? His 11-year-old son is gay, and he supports it and calls it his daughter. So this is in reference to Dwayne Wade. His son is gay. He posted a picture with his wife, his daughter, and his gay son, and he put as the caption, "My girls." What do y'all think about that, man?
Go ahead, Tunde.
Oh, you gonna throw that to me first?
Yeah.
Now I ain't gonna lie. This is one of the first times I'm seeing this post, so the initial reaction right here.
Yeah.
I'm one of those parents who believe that you should support your children. You don't want your children to ever feel ashamed of who they are. Of course, I don't know the dynamics of their relationship. I would hope that they have had very long and extensive talks about this. But I can't be mad at a father supporting or a parent supporting their child. It's a crazy world we're living in. A lot of different type of inputs that kids are receiving.
Yeah.
And this may be who this young man is, or he may just be confused. But I think as a parent, you definitely should stand by your child rather than shun them, make them feel ashamed, or anything of that nature. So I support it.
I agree with you on some of it because
Okay.
I feel like whatever your kid is gonna be, they gonna be, right?
Right.
And you should love them regardless. It should be unconditional, right?
Agreed.
But at the same time, you know, some guys feel like if you have a son, then you're supposed to raise a man, right? And so then they feel like if they don't raise a man, then they feel like they have done something wrong. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I agree.
And I mean, I don't agree with D Wade and Gabriel. I mean, I don't know about calling my son my girl. Like, hey, this is my daughter right here.
That was a bit much,
I don't know
but-
about that, but I mean, if you support whatever he's going through, like you said, you don't want to lose him all around.
Agreed.
So you have to kind of just be like, hey, okay, this is what you want to do. I support you. I don't know about calling her my daughter though, man. That
It's a little too far.
Yeah.
A little too far. What about you?
I really agree with both of y'all. The whole like calling a daughter like was like probably a little too far, but in a world like with all the hate, the bullying, the cyber bullying, like when we was coming up, what we had MySpace, Black Planet.
Yeah.
Like
Black
who
Planet.
were you getting bullied? Like, you know,
nah,
we're in a whole
nah.
different era to where these kids have access to so much. Not only are his parents famous,
Agreed. They,
you know,
they in the
he's dealing with
spotlight.
this. So you don't want him, you know, committing suicide and, you know, things like that behind, you know, acceptance.
Agreed.
And because kids don't understand, like you
Yeah.
said, he may be confused, but you don't want him to feel less than,
Yeah, you don't.
uncomfortable because it's just too much access to too much.
Do you think that in a household, because he has another son, and I seen his other son's girlfriend, and she is nice. So do you think that he be like high five to his other son, like yeah, son, she nice, but then the other one like, all right, son.
No.
You and your boyfriend can come too. Like,
Yes.
yeah, man,
I can tell that D Wade is open minded. He paints his hands and his toes.
Like
I don't know if y'all knew
paints?
that. Yeah, he like gets like toenail polish, like
Like
black.
not clear.
The clear-
Yeah,
Oh,
no, black. I know because
Black.
I'm a
He
D Wade
gothic?
fan.
Oh.
Yeah, he like paints his toes and stuff,
Oh.
and that shows y'all like any man that like puts colored
I mean,
like,
I let my
polish
daughters paint my toenails once
But
or
no,
twice.
he
but-
goes on
Yeah.
the regular, like uploads pictures of his feet, like
Mm.
so that alone shows that he is open minded.
Like I said,
I just
I'm
like-
all
Yeah.
I'm
good.
not
I'm all good with the supporting your kids.
Okay.
I'm not cool with the calling them
Your
a
daughter.
girl or your daughter.
But
Like,
what if he requested
nah,
that? What if he
Said that-
said,
no.
Dad, like this is what I would like to go by, like this is what I want to identify as.
No, call him by his name. You name that his
Okay.
name is whatever his name is. I'm not
That's
gonna be
it.
like,
My girls.
hey, my girl,
Like, what's up, Deshaun?
come here, daughter. No. Hey,
Right.
I mean,
Yeah.
you can support somebody without
Just be like my
entertaining,
girls. Yeah.
like entertaining the foolishness. You know what I'm saying? Like it could go too far. Like you ever
Right.
met a dude that's like real flamboyant? You like, man, that nigga just too extra, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, man, he's just too extra, man.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know, man. I mean,
No, I agree, bro. I mean, I do feel like the my girls comment tad overboard.
a little bit.
Just tad overboard, but
little
I
bit.
mean, overall, I do support him supporting his children. That's
Yeah.
all. I mean, like my daughter, she loves gymnastics.
Mhm.
She ain't the best gymnastics,
Yeah.
but I support her.
Yeah.
Like, I know this ain't gonna last, but you gotta support them.
Yeah. It might, like you said, it might just be a phase.
It might just be a phase.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I don't
All
know.
right.
Next topic.
I'm buzzing out. Going this episode.
Oh, it's your turn to read.
So, this is funny. Okay, so
Nah, it ain't funny.
having a sugar daddy is still prostitution. Who in the F y'all think y'all fooling? Why is it so funny? Who comes up with this?
Hey,
It's a fact. This is pure facts, right?
I just want to know, like, just asking. We talking.
We talking.
Selling vagina is selling vagina. I don't
Wait,
care.
nah, but I mean, the sugar daddy, it might be-
Daddy.
Okay. What sugar daddy don't want no sugar?
He could want the sugar, but how
Now,
long?
How long do you think it? Okay, so how
You
long
gonna
do
ask
you?
a woman this?
No. How long do you think that these men just gonna be like, yeah, you gonna be my sugar baby, but you ain't giving them no sugar? Eventually,
But you know how much you could get out of like that time span.
okay. So
Ain't getting
So
out of
guess
me,
what
I don't know.
happened?
hold
After
on.
that-
Okay, hold on. So it could be five years of you getting it out of him, right? And then you finally give it up. Is that still not are you still not selling yourself?
It's called when that happens. You know what women will do?
What?
He go cut her off because
Uh-huh.
he like realized what's going on, and
Okay.
she's gonna go find another one.
No, or maybe she might be like, I'm gonna just give
She,
him a little bit.
no, and no, she
Little
might.
I'm
She
gonna
might.
give him a little bit.
But what they're saying across the board is it's prostitution. Period. They're not
I
saying
mean,
like
it's a
sex
very
or no
fine
sex.
line because I mean,
I mean, if you're having,
if you the kind of dude that just like spending money,
because there's
I mean,
sugar
it's
daddies
your
who don't get
thing.
none for
I know a couple of
Trust
my
me.
friends. I ain't gonna say no names.
conversation.
But I got plenty of friends that got dudes that get hair, nails, everything done, got a new car out of them, and they ain't gave up no
Yeah.
cookie.
No.
Conversation with a nation.
Okay, hold on. I do agree with that, but it's a lot of them that are out here giving up.
Okay, so
giving it
for
up.
those, that's different, I guess, because they're not really in it; they in it for the money.
But is it prostitution?
If they're having sex for money, yeah.
What you mean if they haven't?
I
If
mean,
you're
but
having-
it ain't a hand-to-hand transaction. Like I'm about
Yeah.
to drop a rack on her. Like
Yeah.
I mean, it's
if it's like meet me at the
It's
telly,
different.
if it's like meet me at the hotel, you get the stack, or you know what's up,
What-
you'll get this
So
money.
Vaughn,
Like
you
if
met
you have to
a
have
chick
sex
at the
for a
club.
transaction.
You bought her a couple drinks,
Uh-huh.
and you know what I'm saying. She come home with you that night.
Uh-huh.
Do you consider yourself paying for what you just got?
Okay, so I'm a flip that on you.
All right.
So I've been out with friends,
Okay.
and I didn't heard a girl tell my homeboy like, "Hey man, you gonna buy me a drink?" He like, "Man, hell, I ain't buying you no drink." But damn, you would have bought me a drink, I probably would have gave you some. So I mean, you see what I'm saying?
And I feel like indirectly everybody pays for sex anyway.
I agree.
I
Indirectly.
mean,
Indirectly.
indirectly, but
But I'm saying, but in this case, to
but
answer
hold
your
on,
question,
but hold on. But if a dude is paying for sex indirectly,
that's different. But
it ain't the same as being a sugar daddy,
What I'm
though. You know what I'm
saying
saying? A sugar daddy this is a label that this girl is putting on you. She's telling her friends, "Yeah, girl, that's my sugar daddy. He giving me this, he giving me that." Like you basically being some type of
You can
an escort. I mean,
No.
what are you being?
No.
So you hanging out with this man for money? You an escort.
Not
listen.
necessarily. Don't escort
Not
sleep with
necess-
the people, right?
No, they don't sleep with people.
No, escorts don't.
No.
Escorts
They
are
are
just that
they are
escort.
armed candy. That's what they are.
Okay, so What's the difference? Like sugar daddy. All I'm
I mean,
saying
so if you don't give up
all
the-
I'm saying is
the-
some people don't give it up to their sugar daddy. That's what I'm
Man,
saying.
look.
The ones that do. This is the bottom line. If you are having sex for money or for things, that is prostitution. But if this dude is a trick, let's just call him a trick.
Just call him a
Okay.
trick.
Let's just call him a trick. A sugar daddy without sex is a trick. It's like really a trick. It's the same thing if you're not having sex with him.
But my thing is, what are you with them for then? For the money, right? So you
Okay.
basically you're selling yourself.
What
It
is
don't-
the definition of prostitution?
No, you tell me what the definition of prostitution
If you're
is.
not having sex
It's
for
the oldest
money,
profession in the world.
I agree.
It's
Okay.
the oldest profession. Girls been selling
There's no
coochie
prostitution
since the
without
beginning
sex,
of
is what
time.
I mean, well, you say selling.
It's not
We gonna,
no
let's
prostitution.
change it up. Look at they bartering.
Okay,
They bartering.
same fucking thing. Same thing.
I'm saying like it's not prostitution if you're not having sex. That's all I'm saying.
It's not prostitution if you're not having sex.
Yes, that's not the definition of
So
prostitution.
you think that all prostitutes are having sex?
Yeah.
So
I
no.
mean,
That-
I mean,
that
that
is
by
prostitution.
definition.
No,
it's
escorting.
sexual service.
Oh, you lucky. Escorting is
No,
a
you're
form of
lucky.
prostitution.
We're gonna come back to that one.
All right.
That
So
one
what's
ain't
the
over.
next one?
What we got?
So I'm the woman, and somebody gonna be the guy.
Which one's the guy?
And
Which one's
the
the
guy
girl?
is in the blue.
Guys in the blue.
Okay.
All
We're
right.
having a conversation.
All right,
Let's
we're
go.
having a conversation. Where are you at? It's past 7 and you haven't answered your phone. I'm sitting by the entrance to the right. Can you please let me know what's going on? I've been sitting here for almost half an hour,
Uh-huh.
and I look stupid.
Vaughn, to be honest.
Whoa.
Vaughn, to be honest, I'm not going to show up. You're a funny, good-looking guy, but it's just weird that you open my car door for me and, like, hold doors open for me all the time. Like, my hands are broken. Like, who does that? It's super weird. I just like the fact that you pay for everything. Really, wherever we go. No, I'm sorry. Really, I just like the fact that you pay for everything. Really, wherever we go. Plus, you work a full-time job, which is so super annoying.
Wow. Are you serious? Man, get the fuck out. Man, look here.
Hey.
Man, look here.
And
She like to take care of dudes and she a bum.
obviously,
What?
she used to. She obviously used to a drug dealer.
Okay, she want him to be available. I like.
I mean,
She like when
I
you
mean,
smack,
I like
me
mine.
around,
that's-
smack me around a little
Like,
bit.
this is like the good guys finish last type thing.
This
I
is
believe so.
definitely a good guy.
But I
type
mean-
thing.
I mean,
So this is personally for me, because me personally, I open doors for any woman. But I can say that with many women that I have dated and with my wife, I have to train them to let me open their door. So like it got like when me and my wife first started dating, she would reach for a door, I would pop her hand, and after maybe a month, she would stop because she got tired of her hand
because
getting
you don't know
popped.
what we dealt with prior. So yeah, you got to read. You know.
I mean, so I understand women not being used to that type of treatment, but just flat out refusing it and
man,
like that's she
first
she
of all,
got problems.
First of all, he just sound like a sucker anyway. Like
Why you gotta be a sucker?
I've been waiting outside an hour and a half.
It was 30 minutes. Nah, if you
Oh,
look at
half
it,
an hour?
it was half hour. 30 minutes. You
She
would wait 30.
she like dudes that don't treat her right.
Obviously.
Some of the comments
Okay.
was like, she must be a youngster. That's what Kevin said. And then Chantrese said, that's crazy. She not used to a gentleman. I agree with
Yeah,
both.
no, you're
Yeah.
a gentleman.
I think that she is just on some hot girl shit. That's what I think
Hot
it
girl
is.
summer.
Like
Man.
no, for real. I think that she just wants. He seems like he a really good dude, right?
Right.
And he probably really likes her, but she sound like bro, I really don't like you like that. Like you
Yeah.
ain't gotta do all that.
You
You
just
know
a
what I'm
trick.
saying? Like I like that you pay for stuff. I like that you know. I don't like that you open my door though. That shit corny. That's how she
Yeah,
really
corny.
talking to him.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
you corny, bro.
She hasn't been shown the better things in life, so she don't know.
Nah,
the
she
better.
has.
No,
but she-
because
no.
no.
she have not.
No. You know what?
He
Y'all
trying to.
y'all women are quick.
Hold on, wait,
Nah,
hold on. You,
no.
whoa.
Y'all
the
no.
gloves about to come on.
Y'all women
I'm off
will
this
be
one.
quick to call a dude like that. Oh, he lame. Oh, he lame. He da 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 da. But
Not
then
necessarily.
when a dude dog you out, you crying. But then you'll run behind the dude that's dogging you out. But this dude right here, you'll be like, I'll make him sit outside for an hour and a half.
All women do not do that. All women do that.
I'm not saying all women do it. I mean, it ain't gonna happen to me.
Some do that, yeah, but
I
not all
ain't,
women
I
do
ain't
not
waiting.
do that. And you know what?
After the first text, I'm gone.
I just feel like
That part.
for one, she young. You can tell she does not like appreciate it.
Okay.
But a lot of women
don't act like these older women ain't out here doing the same stuff. You know, there's some older chicks who think they young. They think young. They think they younger than what they are. So then they do the same stuff.
Fine.
Man, dog, you got women.
Everybody does not do
dog,
that.
You got women who out here 40 some years old,
And
man,
I'm not
that
defending it.
who still think just like that, man, for real.
Oh, that's
Okay,
a
and y'all do
crying
the same
shame.
thing. Y'all get these women and y'all do the same thing. Y'all stand her up at Dave and Buster's or wherever y'all going. Y'all don't text her back. Y'all stand up women, period.
I ain't never stood up a woman.
Y'all do stand up women.
I ain't
Y'all
never
act
stood
like
up
she
a woman.
did something y'all didn't do.
Sometimes things come up.
Nah, I personally have not. I respect people's time. Like, I don't do that. I can't do that.
Y'all stand up women.
I don't know who y'all is.
Okay.
And I feel like in general, people like what's not good for them.
No.
So sometimes, like, it
childish
could be.
people. Yes.
So
I'm just saying.
So imagine what she doing for the next woman, right, that he meet. She gonna make it hard for the next, because he like, man, I was a good guy to this woman and she dogged me.
Everybody that made it hard for somebody before. Like, I done been through stuff with dudes that they didn't made it hard for them,
And
so
it's-
it's no different.
But
Like,
it's- but
everybody who's an ex
it's
made it
damaged.
hard
So
for the
now
next
I
person.
gotta deal with what you was damaged with in the previous
That's
thing,
dealing
and now
with
I
anybody.
gotta deal with the BS because of what the last person did to
Listen,
you.
Well,
that's life.
I mean, but that's where we talk about the healing between relationships and not hopping from one relationship to the next, so that you make sure that you are back to a 100% before you start involving yourself with somebody else. So you're not bringing that baggage into your next relationship. So
Yeah.
that's what that's about.
Right. He want to
But-
blame the whole nation. Like,
No.
get out of here and get out of here.
No, I'm just saying, like, I think that they probably not compatible for each other anyway.
Yeah, it's
Like,
good. It's good that
they-
she
She
blew him off.
too nice for him. Like, you
Very
know,
much so.
no, he's too nice for her. I mean.
Absolutely.
And that scares some women. Like, if somebody's too nice. Moving
Yeah, she would have had a nice
Whatever.
ass outside.
Too bad you stood up. Anyway.
Call her Uber.
What's next? All right. How long should it take for you to propose to your girlfriend? Ooh. That's an age-old question.
Ain't no time frame on it, man.
Ain't no time frame
feel
on
like-
it. Wait,
Ain't no time.
I got a roundabout though.
Okay.
All right, me personally, I feel like I'd say anywhere between a year to a year and a half. That's my answer. A year to a year and a half.
Okay.
And you want me to I'll break that down for you real quick. So personally, I feel like when you courting somebody, you court them for 4 to 6 months.
Mhm.
If you don't know whether you can see yourself with that person in 4 to 6 months, you don't need to be with them. Go ahead and just trash the relationship, maybe get a friendship out of it. If they make it past that 6-month mark and you still feel like, man, I really like this person, that means that you done lived enough life with this person at least to see most of their daily habits, to see how they interact with their friends, how they interact with their family, how they treat their dog, all that. So
Right.
6 months, I think, is a good marker. All right, now we dating. You my girlfriend at 6 months.
Yeah.
All right, now we can start getting more serious. We start getting more intimate, and we start learning those deeper, intimate things about each other. And I honestly don't think if you're really dating with intent, it shouldn't take you more than 6 to 8 months to propose, to be honest.
Right.
Because if that ain't the goal, if that ain't your end goal, then what is you really working for anyway?
Okay. So
Go ahead.
I can speak from experience on just what I've been through, right?
Right.
So I did the whole 6-month proposal thing, right?
Okay.
And it didn't work out, right? But I've seen people who have been together for 8, 9 years, right? And they have been happy, right?
Yeah.
And then he said, okay, well, cool. Now it's the time. We got our stuff together. We've grown together.
Yeah. After
We
8 years?
established stuff together.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
have seen
They didn't have kids. Now it's time. Okay,
Now we get married.
Now we can complete this family as a whole. You know what I'm saying? Rather than saying, oh, I know you for 6 months. Hey, 6 months, a person still ain't gonna show you everything.
You're never gonna see everything.
You
No,
never
like,
see
for real.
everything.
People
I mean,
married
no,
30 years and still learning.
30 years. You ain't. It's nothing that you gonna come out the woodworks after 30
You're
years,
gonna
man.
know, but I'm
What?
saying is you never really know.
You never really know.
I say you should at
You
least.
know what you really know.
I say at least, and this is just me thinking from my personal experience. This is just fun, right?
Go ahead, Vaughn.
It's just fun.
I say at least 4 years.
4 years for marriage.
At least.
Is it
4
because of
years.
is it because of like the past that
Yes.
taught you that?
Yes.
Okay.
I think that
Lots of baggage.
if I was ever to get married again, I would at least have to be with that person for at least 4 years.
4 years.
At least.
That's a long
That's a long
time.
That is a long time. But you gotta understand, like, imagine like your longest relationships, right?
Mm-hmm.
You probably went through a lot, right? You probably went through it. Y'all probably broke up a couple times, but got back
See,
together.
no. See, no.
Well, I'm
That's
just saying
We already talked about that. Remember?
What?
About the breaks and all
Bro, that's
that.
what I'm saying. Like, in 4 years, bro,
I'm
like,
not, I'm
if you
not saying
don't.
y'all broke up for a year and got back together. I'm just saying
Yeah, but
y'all.
somebody for-
I'm just saying you.
6 months, I'm going to trash it. She
but
got to
you-
go.
But you ain't went through nothing in 6 months, man.
But you tried
ain't
for
went
4
through
years.
nothing.
Nah.
Of course, if you propose in 6 months, yeah, that's still like y'all still crushing on each other. Like, hey, girl,
And we reconnected
hey,
and we got 4 years. of
4
history.
years, y'all done been
Okay.
through it. Y'all done
I mean, if you've been together for 4 years, at that point, ain't no point in getting married. You already living life, got
That's
kids,
a long
everything else.
time.
But
It's
some
like,
people,
we might as well just keep it riding.
but some people feel like that. They feel like, well, shit, we've been together 10 years. Like, what we gotta
This
get
is
married
my
for?
whole like.
I agree.
First of all,
Go ahead.
it depends on. First of all, it's not like a time marker per se.
Okay.
But this woman could be mid-30s, like I don't have time to play, or she could be like whatever and be like, look, this is my timeline. This is what I just came out of. I don't want to waste another year being out of a relationship with somebody. I feel like it depends on where that person is at, like in their life, because sometimes somebody could be like at that place where they're like, look, you cool, what we doing?
Yeah.
That
You
part,
know,
that
because
part.
I don't have another year to waste. I done wasted another year with the last dude. We wanted an official relationship. He like, let it kind of run a year. He never would
Yeah.
commit. And this is where I'm at today. That's how I feel like they go off of, like, where you at today? But I'm not putting- I ain't saying
I
that,
do feel
yeah.
that you can get married too soon.
I agree with
I
that.
agree with
I
that.
think you can get married too soon. Like you gotta make sure. Like I think you gotta make sure everything is right, man. Like because before you start involving kids,
Definitely.
like
If you
combining
been in families,
households,
yeah.
combining income, like it's a lot of stuff that you have to go through before
Yeah.
you could just be like, let me just marry this person. You gotta know how they spend their money, how they do
Right.
certain stuff, man.
Because you saying, let's say you saying 4 years or whatever like that. Like it could be a woman.
4
in her
years,
mid- but she could be
4
her-
years go by pretty
okay,
fast
but
though.
she been.
Like I mean,
listen, she
look how fast
35.
this year just went by, man. Like,
Listen,
Sure.
you gotta
4
think.
years go
You
by.
gotta look at the numbers.
Oh.
the numbers.
All right, what we got next?
Telling a woman you love her while treating her like shit is abuse. Fuck you.
I agree.
I agree.
Hey, this is one of the
Okay.
quotes that I like the most is, an apology without changed action is manipulation.
It is.
That is one of my favorite quotes, and I really stand behind that. And
really sinks
I mean, from the realist. But honestly, like, and it goes. I hated to say telling a woman because it also applies for men as well, because we get this too.
Yeah.
Don't act like we the only ones
Y'all
out here
know,
playing,
all y'all
playing
do
with
is break
feelings.
hearts and run.
Wow.
The whole nation.
So you don't think dudes are out here getting their hearts broke?
Nope.
Shit, you be surprised.
Ooh, it hurt.
Hey, you be surprised.
Y'all had no feelings.
Who don't have no feelings?
Yeah.
Wow.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Nah,
I'm
she's
kidding.
dead serious.
No, I don't
No,
really feel
no,
like that.
no.
I
I
don't feel
feel
like
like
that. I'm
I feel like you have to first of all define what treating somebody like shit is, right?
Mhm.
Because you have a lot of emotional females who are just extremely emotional, right? And they feel like if you don't do something exactly like they want you to do, then you're hurting them. Like you hurt my feelings. I'm
I
like, man,
agree.
ain't nobody trying to hurt your feelings, but you doing it indirectly, and you still get dinged for it.
I agree.
So you might get this rep like, oh, he's an asshole or he's rude, and you just like, man, I ain't even did nothing. Like,
Nah, and all right, so this is a conversation me and my wife actually did have like 2 days ago. We were talking about expectations. And me personally, I'm a very nice guy. I treat all my female friends, I put them up on a pedestal. If you didn't know me, you would honestly think that I was like a ladies' man or a player because I treat my friends very well.
Right.
And in that, I've had situations where I'm, just treated my friends well, and they assume for some reason that I like them. Not the case. I'm just being a nice guy. And in that, they developed in their head that, hey, this guy wants a relationship with me.
Right.
So then when they like come out about it, I'm like, nah, like we just cool.
You the homie.
You the homie. Then at this point, I'm an asshole.
Right.
But I did nothing wrong. So in that, like, it's a two-way thing. Like, some women will paint this picture in their head to where they think that they're moving towards something all because of something that they want, and they see something that they want in somebody, so they figure, I'm going to try to get
Yes.
that.
Stop all
Sure.
these excuses.
Wow.
From both of y'all.
Here it comes.
Let's just be
go.
done with all that. It said, if you treat a woman like shit, like if you tell her you love her, like you love this person, this ain't no dip, this ain't no boo, or it could be, but you
Okay.
love this person, and that's what you need. That's what we need to focus
so
on.
let me
I
ask you
feel-
a question.
I'm not done.
You never hurt nobody you loved?
Yes, I have heard someone I love before. I'm sure.
So fuck
I'm
you.
sure.
That you or the fuck you at the end.
No,
Right?
no. That is incorrect, Vaughn. What it's saying is.
All right. So it's different from women
No,
and men, right?
No. You know what I mean?
Shit.
Like if you are like on the regular, treating somebody like shit, but you tell them you love them, that is abuse. You know what I'm saying? That could be it's mental abuse.
True.
It is manipulative, like, cause that's not what love is.
I agree.
That's not what love is.
But
Love.
a lot of people out here don't know what loving somebody looks like.
Yeah.
A lot of people have come from very damaged relationships,
Right.
or very bad, parental examples, and
Exactly.
they don't know what a healthy relationship looks like.
Yeah, we was talking about that last week.
And that could be the case as well. Not excusing it by any means,
Right.
But sometimes you're just a victim of circumstances.
Because you're not gonna continuously treat somebody like shit if you love them.
I agree.
I'm just saying.
What if you don't know you treat them like shit? Maybe you just doing what you know, right? And what you know could possibly be hurting somebody, and you just feel like this is what I'm not doing nothing. Like, I really do care about you, but this is just how I move.
Well, if
that person said, well, how you move is hurting my feelings, and I've been like that before. Like, you do something that's so unconscious, like you don't even know you're doing it,
Right.
and you might really be crushing somebody's feelings, man. And I think that's more hurting for the person who's doing it than the person who's getting it done to them, because they be like, I really care about you.
Right.
I'm not trying to hurt you, and they be like, well, then you
So,
killing me, dog.
To answer that question, like, if you're not communicating and someone does not know, that's on you. So it is your job to communicate thoroughly about, you know what, when you do this is how it makes me feel. If you're not having that conversation, then you cannot expect people to be,
I agree.
But
let me piggyback off of that. But if this is a continuous thing,
Y'all better get
in
together, period.
You childish.
Read the next thing.
Let's go.
Oh, yes.
Oh, this was a good one.
I like this one.
Lisa Murphy, I like you for this one.
Yes.
So to speak.
All right.
It don't matter, whoever.
Ladies, I have a question. I got a question for y'all.
Yeah.
Would you marry your husband if he bought you a wedding ring from Walmart? That thing's like $48. $48.
I mean,
He got on his knee.
Hey, you can't put a price
Right
on
here.
love, right? That's what they say, right? You can't put a price on
Can't
love.
put a price on it.
You
It's
can't put a
priceless.
love is priceless.
It's priceless. So let's
Why y'all
go.
looking at me?
Because it says ladies.
Ladies.
I have a question. And since you are the lady on the panel today, then guess what, nigga? All eyes is on you.
I would say yes.
Hold on, you don't want it?
Yeah.
Oh no.
Oh no! Oh no!
Listen, hold on. So let me ask y'all a question. So let's say y'all get a ring, right? And a man goes and buys you this fancy box, right? But he get the ring from Walmart. Y'all ain't going to go get no diamonds tested. Y'all don't know if it's QZs or what it is. As long as it shines and your girl's looking at it like, ooh, girl, that's a nice ring. Y'all know where it come from. So why does it matter, right? It should be about the love. It should be about this man decided to get down on his knees and propose to me. It shouldn't be
Commit.
where the ring came from, how much the ring cost. You can't put a price tag on how much somebody love you. Like, me getting down proposing to you shows that I love you. That should be all that matters, right?
I'm not saying right to that. I'm gonna say this.
What?
It depends. That matters, but it depends on the situation. Like, are you buying a $48 ring because you've been in school, you're about to graduate, I've been with you through this journey, of these tough times, and it's just not, like, in your budget right now? Like, is it because it's about to get, greater later, like, hey, you done held it down, this is for now, but I'm replacing your ring? Like what's the situation? However, if you walking around with Yeezys, Balenciagas, and I know, like, or I know you can afford to do better, then it's unacceptable. But if it's, like, due to your struggle currently, like,
Okay, wait. I'm gonna ask you this. But are you expecting a bigger ring later?
I don't think it's about. I feel like by then he'll be all right.
So is that a yes?
I expect a nicer ring, like, later.
Why?
Why not? This is an engagement ring. I'm about to get a new one.
Okay, so hey, and ladies, I want y'all to chime in on this too. So, realistically speaking, what is
She said it's a bubble gum ring.
what is a good price for an engagement ring?
No,
Like,
put price. No, put
okay,
price on it.
so we not putting a price on it.
I mean,
then
But my thing is, you come to the altar.
in your white dress,
Okay.
and I'm gonna be
No, like,
in my suit.
I cannot
With this
explain it.
$50 ring.
I just told you like what the circumstances are, but at the end of the day, you could do better. Like, you know, like when it
better?
comes, you got time to save
Better?
or
I
whatever.
don't understand
I'm not
better.
putting a price point,
Man,
but I'm saying
first of
you're
all,
not about to.
I ain't
Your
gonna lie.
outfit costs more than $48.
I ain't gonna lie.
Your shoes cost
Y'all-
more than $48.
y'all
this,
women-
This haircut costs more than $50. And you gonna spend $50 on me?
Only because the beard.
When I spoil you?
But-
Please.
Okay, listen.
Got me messed up. Period.
So y'all women really be winning when it comes to the ring purchase
I mean,
inside
is it
of the.
prostitution?
For life.
Y'all win on the ring part, like the purchasing of the rings,
What do we
because
get out of this deal?
like we have to buy these $1,000 rings, and y'all can go get like a $200 ring and be like, here you go.
This is what you're assuming.
No, this is
A
what
lot
it.
of times- a
I'm
lot
about
of
to hit him with a
times-
tungsten
no,
ring.
a
We
lot of
already know
times-
what we're gonna get.
If your woman, if you take care of your woman, she gonna take care of you. Well, I'm sorry, y'all fault.
No.
Like, I'm
Well,
sorry.
you're right.
You know,
My
You
bad.
right.
My bad.
My bad. You are absolutely right about that.
your
But
fault.
no, but honestly, I don't feel
How to
like
reach
I don't feel like you could put a price on like
you can't.
that man. He might be saying, "Hey, babe, this is all I can afford right now."
Mm-hmm.
But
Exactly.
when we get, maybe y'all trying to buy a house, maybe y'all trying to pay for.
Exactly.
Y'all do got a wedding to
Got
pay
a wedding
for
to pay
now.
for
Right.
now.
You know what I'm saying? So maybe that's his thought process.
Yeah.
But I don't think he gonna give you the ring with the price tag on it. So how you
Hopefully
gonna know where
not.
it's from?
But we're assuming that she knows.
Well,
We're not saying she
well,
doesn't
well,
know.
if she know that,
she's
she
If you
seen
don't know, you don't know. But
She's
if you
seen
know,
the bank statement said $48
yeah, like,
at
if
Walmart.
she know, that's
Hey,
different.
baby, I bought some.
But like you said,
groceries
like
and
it's greater things to do. Like we saving for a house. We're
No,
trying
I
to
agree. And
invest
this is
in
one
our
of the things that
business.
I've
Like, okay.
always disagreed with the Western standard of marriage is how much people invest into their marriage. And like when two people are starting a life together, it doesn't make sense for me. I've did it before. Blowing, I blew $17,000 on a marriage that lasted 2 years.
Right.
That could have been a down payment on the house.
Right.
And I don't agree with that. Like if you're joining two grown adults trying to join lives together, you can make that investment into a house versus
Right. Like we
a $50,000 marriage wedding to and it's just a big ass party to you to feed everybody. They eat up your cake and all your food. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You get a couple wedding gifts out of it. But nah, I mean I'd rather take that money, join
okay.
Yeah.
So the size matter on the ring?
that. Oh,
It depends
My
on your
bad.
woman. I feel like if you're going,
No, I'm just
no,
kidding.
yeah, like depending on the woman, like a lot of times when men propose, sometimes they're like scrolling through Zales or whatever, or they know what type of like ring or cut that their woman like. A lot of
Okay.
times, so when it comes to size, like, I feel like you know what type of stone your woman wants or what type of whatever.
Do
Take
your
notes
research.
and just make her happy.
Let her pick her own ring, man.
Follow home princess.
Maybe she picked that Walmart ring.
Wow.
This was a good one.
So this is from Brandy Thomas, and she put it in caps, so y'all know she was serious.
Mm.
Different women bring out different results in a man. Stop saying men ain't ish.
See, I agree with the statement.
I agree.
I
think we all
I
But some
agree.
of y'all still
No,
really
I agree
match.
with the fact that all men are the same. A lot of people, that's one of my unpopular opinions. All men are the same. I feel that a man will change for a particular woman, but outside of that, men are very basic in our needs.
Mm-hmm.
For the most part, for most women, for probably 80% of the population, we are the same dude. But if you're that right woman, you will spark something that will make him change, and you will get a different result than everybody else.
Right. I agree.
No, I think different women bring different things out of you.
Definitely.
A woman that supports you, she might support your dreams and your goals, and you might have just been with somebody who just wanted to be all about the fun life. They just want to
Yeah.
party, have fun, take a whole bunch of pictures together until you get somebody who would be like, hey, what do you want to do? Let's
What do you care about?
yeah.
You know
Like
what I'm saying?
what are your interests? Like what do you want to do? Like so it's different. Like you said, different people bring out different things in people.
I agree. I agree 100%.
I think that's a
That's a big fact.
That's a
It's
fact,
big
but
fact.
not enough people know
it
it,
goes
though.
the same for women.
Yeah, very
Like,
much so.
You have guys that'll slow you down. Like if you was, hanging out, faking and shaking with the girls, you gonna have that one like, all right, y'all, I gotta go back here. Or she ain't picking up her FaceTime no more. Like all of a sudden I'm texting you, or oh, we out of town. We going to brunch. We. Women do the same thing. Like we'll put our friends on ice a little bit.
Yeah.
We got our group chat, but you know what? I can't hang out this weekend. Me and Bay got plans. Or, you know what? I'm gonna stay in tonight. Power coming on. Like the simple stuff.
It goes the same way for women. Like if you have a guy who is just like me, I'm not a homebody at all, right? At all. Like I don't. If I'm in the house, I feel like I could be out doing something. Something.
You missing something. Something going on at the
something. I can be doing something. But like you said, like you will find somebody that might be like, hey, just let's do something at the house tonight.
Yeah.
Even if it's like invite your homeboys over. Tell them to bring their girls. We
Right.
can just do something at the
The
house.
house.
You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Somebody with that kind of different mentality to find a way to say, okay,
Make it fun for
I know
him.
my dude likes to be out. So let me find a way to bring him
Out.
in.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And it don't even have to be an argument.
Nah.
Right.
It can just be something real simple.
Make it fun.
Like, hey man, tell your homeboys to come over. Like,
Buy
some
what he like to
drinks, yeah.
drink, you know, like something that'll like keep his mind going and keep him entertained. Have a little talk with the bros,
Like,
about a bar,
put
whatever.
put some thought into it and actually try to figure out a person instead of just being with a person. Like
Right.
try to
Damn.
figure out the person and figure out what they likes and they dislikes are, and what can you do to make them better as a person.
Right.
You know
There
what I'm
you
saying?
go.
Instead of just being like, okay,
Preach.
well I'm just gonna be with this person and that's what it's gonna be.
Right.
Nah, man.
Nah.
Because like deep down inside, everybody got more.
Yeah.
So it takes a certain kind of person
To
to
bring
bring
it
that
out.
out.
Yeah.
It do, honestly.
And that's honestly, that's been one of
I
the
finally
conversations.
agree with y'all.
That's the
I'm
first
so
time
glad I agree with
fought for
y'all
agreeing.
once.
But no, like
I
this
ain't
has been
high-fiving you.
a conversation that I had recently with a couple of my friends. Is like, what value are you adding
Right.
to somebody's life? Like, not just you being there, not just you sharing their good times, but what are you adding to that person? What have you taught that person?
Mm-hmm.
How many people are with somebody, but they ain't taught you nothing? You know
I
what I'm
always
saying?
said if you're not an asset, you're a liability.
That part.
And
Yeah.
that's really the bottom line. Like, if we can't grow or we can't be great together, if you can't
Yeah.
bring out, it's like, what are you here for? Like, what we doing? I don't have time to chill. Chill for what?
coulda been
Kick it
friends for
what?
that.
If we not building, ain't no chilling, period.
That part.
You can't come over here, none
It
of that.
sounds like a Leo response.
But
Serious.
but at the same time, it takes a like I said, it takes a special type of woman. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of a lot of people always think that our minds is all sex based.
I mean, a lot of times with certain guys, it is.
Well, I mean,
Yeah, that's
I mean,
true.
y'all can speak for yourself, but let's be real. It is some guys out here that are definitely they're moved by vagina.
I ain't never been moved by no kitty.
moved by it.
Think
It's
time
probably
to
not
roll
y'all,
into
but
our
they're
strawberry
out
letter.
here. I'm a woman. I'm telling you, they are. They're thirsty.
Was that the last one?
Yeah, I mean,
That it's
wasn't-
more.
it's more.
We have more, right?
hmm
Yeah. I think
Let's
we
see,
got,
we got one
we
more.
got one more.
I mean, we're rolling in the 857.
Okay,
Sorry, guys.
we good.
Let's see what we got. I'm gonna let the Leo read this one.
Oh,
They take
don't
this
mind if
stuff
I do.
hard.
If you can't be corrected without being offended, you will never grow. And before y'all ask, I do agree.
Oh.
Like, you can't be sensitive to everything. You have to be able to accept constructive criticism. And I'm a firm believer in it's not about what you say, it's about how you say it. You
Okay.
cannot, bark things at people. You cannot talk at people. I don't like that. Don't talk at me, like talk to me. Like, we're adults. Like, don't talk at me at the side of your neck. Like, talk to me. But if you're always like everything hurts your feelings, I can't be straight with you and be like, hey, you really tripping. Like, you need to tighten up. Like, if your feelings gonna be hurt and you'll be moved, I'm gonna be blocked or ignored for being real, then you just don't need to deal with me.
If it was somebody you cared about though, and they was, let's just say, overly sensitive, like, what efforts would you do to try to get through to that person? Because you really do want better for this person, but they seem to not be able to take any type of constructive criticism without feeling like it's an attack.
So I've had like sensitive friends before,
Mm-hmm.
and who did not have the best communication. Sensitive people or people with poor communication skills feel like everything is an argument.
Yeah.
And really, it's just a conversation. But what I've explained to them, like, look, I'm being genuine. I'm being sincere. I'm not attacking you. I'm telling you this because I care about you. Like, I'm being sincere right now.
Yeah.
So once they understand, like, you're not have to get me, like, I'm coming from the heart. Like, hey, tighten up, or whatever. Because I expect the same in return.
Okay.
If you can't check me, well, checking, y'all know this aggressive. Okay, if you cannot come to me and tell me when I'm tripping, then we can't be friends
I'm checking.
Okay.
or lovers.
Vaughn?
I feel like I do agree. I do agree. It's not the what you say is how you say it type thing, right?
Yeah.
But sometimes I'm very bad at that because my attitude is like whatever. I don't think about people's feelings. Like I just say it.
Vaughn, straight to the point.
Bless you.
So if I say it, it's like I really didn't mean it like that. But I just be like, man, suck it up. Is how I am. Like put your big boy pants on.
Stay in
Like, suck it
arguments.
up, man. Like no, don't cry about it. Because if you have a problem, if you have anything going on, being sensitive and crying about it is not gonna get it fixed. You still gotta after when you do wipe your tears, guess what? That problem still gonna be there. You gotta deal with it, man. So why not deal with it from the beginning instead of just saying, oh, well, I'm not gonna be like, oh, babe, it's so. Nah, it ain't okay.
Even with your woman,
man, it ain't.
Sometimes she need to just feel like you there emotionally.
Man, it ain't okay.
Hit thug life.
Nah, I'm not, and I ain't no thug.
No, I know.
Not saying thug.
But that's just you. Like you just you. So somebody got like.
If you want somebody to pat your friends, oh, it's okay. It's all. Hey, man, come on, man. What are we doing?
What's the next move?
Hey, what is the next move?
What's the next move?
What is the next move?
You're funny, but
I mean, I agree with y'all though. I mean,
I feel you.
I do feel like if you can't take constructive criticism, or if you can't realize that you are not perfect and you do have faults, and you're like, wow, I might have done this wrong, and if somebody can't, openly come and tell you that, then either you don't respect that person's opinion, or you don't view them as a friend. You know what I'm saying? You must, for you not to be able to receive it, you think less of this person. Either you don't think they in your corner, or, you know what I'm saying, you just don't respect their opinion. You're like, well, you know what I'm saying, you don't know what you're talking about. Get out my face.
Yeah. And I feel like if you don't feel like people have, like, the best intentions for you, why are you even dealing with them?
Exactly.
What y'all kicking it for? Why y'all doing anything together if you feel like the best intentions aren't put forward when something, like, is spoken on?
I agree.
It could be anything, like... And that's the problem. People be fake hanging with people that's really not their friend, and they really don't trust.
I just told somebody that the other day. I say, man, listen. Sometimes your friends will be around you just for the show, right?
Yes.
So they'll sit around and watch you bump your head 1,000 times just to be like,
just to kiki with the next
that's
person.
funny.
Exactly.
Look, that's funny. They ain't your friend. A real friend gonna be like, hey, man.
Maybe
Maybe walk this way, because you keep on hitting your head that way.
That's what a real friend gonna do.
But now some people will sit back and watch you bump your head. Like
they want to see a downfall.
Oh, okay.
Everybody not your friend.
And they gonna talk about you, man. Oh, okay, guys.
We actually have one more.
Let's get into this letter. You gonna read the letter? Who gonna read the letter?
I'll read. All right, let's see.
We can get to the letter.
What we got for our strawberry letter this week?
Oh, I think we have more topics.
Oh,
yeah, we have one more.
All right. Oh, we got a nice one. All right, what's this one? This is my first time reading this one. Dear Afternoon Sup, I'm in a situation where I spent 19 years in school, 19 years of dedication, hard work, persistence, and routine in school, and you are told to dream big. You can be whatever you want, set your heart to be, your heart and mind to. You become debited.
It's so far away.
Bro,
Yo, we can read. We not the phonics. It's just far away, guys.
You become debited to your dream. You're chasing, but you were what? But you were set to chase this dream at a young age, and and so the dream becomes dark. I can't see, bro.
Tag me. All right. Once you arrive at your dream, you find it's not what you expected it to be. Yet you have a degree or even degrees that certify you in this line of work. So what are you to do when all this time you spent on a specific field is no longer what you want to do? How do you rediscover your purpose? How do you gain other experience now that you have real life responsibilities to take care of? Sincerely, the dreamer. Wow.
Okay.
19 years.
19 years.
What do you got? I mean, what would you do?
So I know from experience, I know people who have multiple degrees in a certain field or whatever, and they not even doing none of what they went to school for.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of hard because, I mean, I've had this talk with people before because I say, hey, you know, when it comes to your kids, or you tell your kids, like, go to college, do all this stuff, or some people who just go and get a trade is still making some of the same money that people who went to school for 8 years, you know what I'm saying? So what do you do? You know what I'm saying? Because you might go to school for 8 years, okay, when you got a high school, that field that you're in might be popping, right?
Agreed.
And you go to school for 8 years and you get these degrees, and then when you get out, it ain't really what it was. Now you back at square one, you know what I'm saying? Now you got to go back to school to get a degree in something else in another field. So, I mean,
it's hard.
It is hard.
It's a hard pill to swallow.
Right. I would say first, pray to whoever you pray to for direction. I would pray for direction first and foremost, and then secondly, I would do some soul searching. In the sense of what makes me happy, what am I good at, what do I have a niche for that I actually overlook, you know? I could be, you could be a great baker, you could be a great esthetician, a makeup artist. You may want to, you know, start, you know, some type of business for backpacks and creating T-shirts or pressing, like, you know, whatever. It's really time to like really look deep into like, you know, when you're, you know, what makes you happy, like when are you at peace.
Gotcha.
It's never too late to start over. And the sad thing is back then, like 20 years ago, degrees and stuff held weight. So I'm sure it's starting over then like was hard compared to a millennial or somebody now. Everybody knows like degrees don't pack as much weight as they used to. Experience overrides degrees on the regular.
Agreed.
And also
8 years it is versus, you know, a fresh
4 or
degree,
5,
this class experience, no real human interaction.
because 9 times out of 10, the person with the experience got to train the person with the degree anyway. When you come into that field, they got to train the person who's been there has to train you.
Yeah.
So then why would not give the person who got to train the person with the degree the job in the first place?
Exactly.
Because we all know in the corporate world, it ain't what you know, it's definitely who you know.
Right.
It don't matter what you know. They gonna bring they nephews in. They gonna bring their cousins who just moved in. Like that's how it's gonna go, man. All that, man.
Somebody made a good point to my trade to the way to go these days. I couldn't agree. You could be a welder. You could go get
definitely.
your CDL.
Plumbers are banking right now.
You could go be an electrician. Like certifications, they go so far these days.
No, definitely. I mean, because the thing about a certification is it doesn't pack as much education background, but it does. When you get a certification, you get hands-on experience versus just book knowledge. So it's definitely more valued.
Right.
I know me personally, I would definitely say, just like you said, and that was very important, you said it's never too late to start over.
It's never too late.
Don't ever let somebody tell you that you're too old to do something.
Right.
You can definitely start over whenever you want. Don't live your life on a timeline.
Nope.
You are free to do whatever you want, whenever you want.
Yeah.
Follow your dreams. That's definitely that's the most important thing to ever remember.
You definitely do what makes you happy. Like,
exactly.
We're not all made to, you know, go to work and work for whoever, like forever.
It's more to life than that. More to life than that.
So, breathe life into yourself. Like, really just dig deep.
Definitely. That's all it's about.
Good luck to you, whoever you are.
Come on,
luck,
dream on, dream
Good luck.
on.
All right, so what's going on for this weekend, man? What y'all got going on?
Y'all
I know I'm shooting my boy Zeke Bobby's birthday party. He one of the hottest DJs out here in Houston.
I know Zeke.
Yeah. So I met Zeke a couple years ago. Been shooting his birthday for like the last 4 years, so we about to bring in another one. And outside of that, nothing, just chilling with the fam. What about y'all?
Well, I'm going to Dallas. I'm going to the TSU against Southern game, and then the State Fair. This is the last weekend, so it should be cool.
Fun.
That's about it. What you got going?
I don't have anything too important. I was invited to go to PV to ride down there.
Okay, now
I was invited to, ride down there. Honestly, like, I don't know if I'm gonna go or not. So
She gonna go.
With this weather, y'all, this is get sick weather for me. So I'm really on the fence. Like, runny nose for sure. So I'm gonna pray about it.
So the drink for the day today is called Rose is Red.
Rose is red.
I made that up myself, first of all.
So creative.
This is 3 olives Rose, it's a vodka. It's pretty good. So what I'm doing, I don't measure, y'all. I just pour it. So.
It's more of a feeling. You just feel it.
So we're gonna
can we zoom in and show the bottle so they can see it?
Oh, here's the bottle. Here, hold it up. Be like Vanna White or something.
Really?
You gotta get
shake it up.
3 olives rose.
3 olives rose.
All right. So then.
Snap. Okay. Got a nice color to it.
Yeah.
That's
nice,
cute.
The rose color.
You a bartender on the side, man?
Let me find out.
Yeah.
No. You didn't.
Hey, but he got it though.
No, it's
No.
It's the same we got. What you mean?
No, it's
Hold
not.
on. And then this is where the red come in. You just pour a little bit of cranberry
Just
juice.
splash.
Just splash.
Just like that.
Splash. Splash.
Yeah.
This is Rose's or
Or
red,
red.
y'all. So see y'all next week, man. The Crystal will be back.
We miss you.
We miss you, baby.
This is three
Three
shots, no
no
chaser.
chaser.
See y'all next week, man.
Cheers.